All right, welcome back to the 80s Star Basketball channel. We got a little Thursday auction action. I did this because there's simply so much going on with the 101. So many auctions end tonight. It looks like 7 auctions end, and I looked yesterday and I saw this sale kind of crept out and went under the radar. It was a buy it now for a PSA 7 on eBay up at the top there, and it sold for 32,000, kind of tying that all time high kind of thing. And I think I might have I don't know if I did note that PSA 3. I didn't realize the sale price. That's a PSA 3 for 11,000. That's almost more impressive than everything, or the PSA 7. I mean, these are just starting to really take off, and you definitely can see this PSA 3 had some eye appeal looking at it. So probably a crease or something, but still had pretty good eye appeal. But at 11,000, I've never seen a PSA 3 get to that level. But again, 32,000. So this is this is the 5th sale that I'm aware of. There definitely is a lot of private sales, but this one, seeing it end at 32, I was definitely caught my eye. But mainly wanted to talk about the auctions that end tonight. Let's start with the Premier. And real quick, before, there is one auction that's going to be coming up. It's going to be an 8.5 here for this guy, and it starts in 12 hours kind of thing. So when the other auctions end, this one's going to be going for an 8.5. So take a look at this. I'll cover this in my in the auction action Monday. Generally, kind of the format I'm trying to get to. So here's that 8.5 on PWCC, and you got to add 20%. So the current bid being at 27.5, and so add at 5, a little more than 5,000 to this. So it's probably about 33,000 right now with the buyer's premium, and this is close to 17,000 now after adding the 20% for this PSA 6. You can look at my other auction actions looking at the condition, where I talk about condition more, but I just did want to note. And here's that 7.5, and it's at 18,000 right now. So, and luckily I have a helper on my comment section, Kevin. He put this out there, and it basically, he is saying that, hey, these PWCCs are going to be going much later because it only ends, that extended bidding is kind of weird, is very different than eBay, obviously, but these auction houses, when there's no activity on all cards, is when PWCC stops the auctions. Unlike Heritage, and it ends on a card-by-card basis. So if there's a certain amount of time without a bid, then they'll go ahead and stop the auction kind of thing. But in this case, so thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. And, so that's your PWCC 3. And Heritage actually has more going on because they have a bag. But they have 2 8s and 8.5 in a bag. I have the 8.5 up. And they show it with the buyer's premium down there, so you can see it's for quick, easy math, 26.4 at this 8.5. Again, buy the card, not the grade. This card, I really disagree with BGS's assessment on this grade. So it's something to note and to look at. This one, again, in my opinion, is a more solid card, even because it's to me it's much more about the subgrades. But you can find little things, of course, wrong with it. Otherwise, it would be a 9. But go ahead and look at the card. But this one's obviously pretty solid, and an 8, and with high subgrades. So it's good to see. This one, there's a lot of cards, and I have talked about it with the 101. I've watched it, and one thing I definitely noticed is that quality has dropped, and I will available quality that's available, and again, those kind of lower prices has dropped substantially. And Here is a bag, and obviously the corners are a little roughed up, so it's going to be interesting to see where this goes at. This is at 12.6 right now. But again, just a notable, and that's how prices start going up. And again, all trajectories to me point this starting. And I think, again, has a long, long way to run, these cards. And if you look at the charts, it's basically all just confirmed upward trends, which is a great time to buy, in my opinion. So this one is obviously, just eye appeal wise and stuff, pretty solid, obviously, the corners and everything. But again, kind of, as you can see, it's not commanding as much as the other 8. And I'm guessing this one goes lower for sure, simply because the subs are lower. And, take a look. So those are the four happening here, and I definitely want to say, because I can't pull it up on this, but I'm going to be sometimes now switching to my computer desktop to do some of the auction actions. And I have noticed the one major thing is that, like I said, the amount of auctions are going down on eBay. There is one on eBay right over here, an 8 that popped up, and it's at 13,000 right now. I'm going to be covering that, but I did want to note that after tonight, there will only be 2 up for auction. So eBay has dropped a considerable. When I was watching, they were the amount of listings I watched was at 43 or 40, but for a grand total with all the auction houses, it peaked at like 60. And currently, if I take out some of the, the ones that show up in the search listings that aren't, it's in the 20 range now. So you're talking about a 60-something% decrease, which was kind of following what I was thinking. You got to remember, these are extremely low supply, and once it actually gets going, it'll really tighten up, and it'll tighten up fast. So that's something you got to be aware of. Low supply means everything. But we got this new 8 up, and take a kind of a zoom in picture. But so 7.5 in corner. So obviously that'll kind of keep it in check. But it's up there and bidding on eBay right now. So again, once these auctions end tonight, we're going to have kind of down to 2 and golden. Some of the other, but pretty much a small amount. So I kind of look at it tonight as a buying opportunity in a way, in one viewpoint. Generally, if you have a whole bunch of auctions ending at one time, you're going to have that be kind of a price constraint, because you have options, you can go to it. The other thing is, and the ones that are high quality are essentially, they're going to go for quite a bit more, because again, quality is draining on this, and it's definitely becoming obvious. So anyway, I just wanted to throw this out there for the Thursday, kind of show you, everything that's going on, just a lot that's happening, but also that eBay sale that snuck in there for 32,000 on that PSA 7, hitting records and maintaining it. It's all looking like it's one path, so it's definitely fun to watch. But anyway, subscribe, like, comment, tell me your thoughts, and then I'll see you at the next video.